All right, what is up, everyone? We are live. It's Friday. Dow's up 400 points, getting my juice ready because this is going to be one of them lives we have to stay on. It's going to be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't know, man. I'm on here as long as you guys is on here. Once you guys leave, then I'm out. So, of course, this is a live where, you know, I'm messing with the StreamYard. So let me type in the link if you want to come in. I'll put it in the chats. Let me come join me. There it is. Let me type it in again. YouTube rejected your comments. This is fairly common. How you reject my comment? I'm Dre Trades. Oh, brother, you may need to share the link in another way. Oh my God. All right, y'all. So let me go to my channel. I'm gonna somehow get that link in on the inside the description. Yeah, there it is. Here's the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit the description now. Damn. I don't know. How did I get blocked? Blocking my, you know, I know you're not allowed to kind of drop links up in the thing here. All right. Once I get this going, we can get going. We can get going with the video. Okay, there's the link. There is the link. I'm even gonna drop it in the title because it's not that long. All right, so there's the link. All right, hopefully that works. I can't believe I got blocked. I did that before. What's up, exclamation thoughts? Yo, I was thinking about the we had that little text exchange, and I'm thinking about the whole Bitcoin thing. And I'm saying to myself, you know, but I really trade. I can't invest. Like what you see me doing is just trading. I'm in and out of this stuff in 30 days and stuff. And I always talk about that buy and hold portfolio I have. That's the stuff I don't trade. But that's where I'm going to consider to pick up that Bitcoin. I know it's on fire today. Actually, I don't know about today. I'm going to bring it up because I actually have this ticker. Let me see. This is the ticker right here. Where the hell is that ticker? Now, let me share this with y'all. Where's that ticker? This is it right here. Right? I think that's the Bitcoin. 16,114. It says 0 though today. Yeah, days look kind of weird, but if you pull up the weekly, I think that's what's going on. Yeah, high. I don't know. Maybe that's not it. Yeah, it says high 18,000. I thought it was 20,000. So anyway, I'm definitely gonna look into that, you know, but I'm telling you about time I do look into it, it's gonna be at the all-time high. And then I'll say, yeah, let me get a little piece of that Bitcoin. Then it's gonna drop, man, because that's me. That's me, man. I buy tops, especially when I'm not familiar with it. So, but thanks for coming in, man. Hey, Jury Box is here. That's it. And I can't believe I can't share this link. It actually blocks me. It is the link. It let me share it now. All right. So I shared the link. That's the link if you want to join me. But first, if you do come in, so what I do is I'm just going to talk about the indexes and, you know, kind of the stocks that I'm in. And then I would like to hear from you guys in the comments or whatever. And then that kind of keeps the conversation going. But if not, I just kind of end the video. But if you notice, my girl told me to label the video dropping nuggets. What did I call it? I don't even know what I call it. Something like dropping nuggets, because this was yesterday's video. I told you the market was going to probably don't sell yet. Every time we was at this point, the market's been up like 10%. And I said, I know it's crazy because, you know, the SPY called, well, you know, I said, let me pull up the SPX. I usually trade the SPX anyway. And looks like I said the SPY is, I know it's sitting high. Yesterday, this bar was red. This is the weekly. And I said, I know it's high, but you know, this is what the market's kind of telling us. Look, I got this arrow that was going down. That's old, actually. So this is the week. It's Friday. The week is over. There's the candle we drew right there, right? So that, man, is a doji, right? That's a doji candle, meaning it's undecided. It's a split. The Bulls and Bears was fighting and deciding which way to which, they don't know which way to go. It's a tie. It's a draw, right? So that's good news if you're bullish. And I mean, if you're bearish, it could be good news, but it's kind of, I think, bad news if you're bearish because we're high already. And the Bears, they couldn't pull it down. You know what I mean? So I would say if you're bearish, it's more of a bad news thing. If you're bullish, it's good news because, it didn't go down. Generally, this means it will continue to the upside. You know what I mean? So you had the big up candle. You had a split decision. They couldn't bring it down. They tried. It came right back up, right? And then hopefully we can go higher. So now I am going to pull up the SPY because the SPX doesn't have any volume in it. Just want to look at the volume down here. I wish it was a little higher. Didn't even get to the weekly average. So a little disappointed about that. Notice, this is weird. Notice how the SPY candle is different from the SPX. Why is that? I don't know. It's supposed to be the same thing. But anyway, that is weird. I know it's slightly different. Let me pull up the ES. I'm just curious. And then that's even different. Whatever, man. Maybe I got bum charts, man. I don't know. Look at I'm just weird. Here's the ES, right? The futures. Look at how I got the megaphone, right? And this is kind of bearish. And I guess this can still play through, meaning we're up here. You can see how you can see the resistance here with the selling that went above this area right there. If I zoom in, right? And we can go down and really revisit this other side. I just don't think, see, anything can happen. I just don't think so. I guess because of the stimulus. I mean, I don't want to say this time it's different. Okay, but let's say this time is different because the stimulus, gosh, what's the word I'm thinking? I don't want to use the V word, but the pandemic, new president. So there's a lot of different things that when you have a megaphone, typically it's probably just regular market stuff, but there's a lot of different things here. So I don't know, but I kind of zoomed that out because this thing I think should have played through a while ago, but I'm still on alert for it. I think if we start dropping hard, you have to consider this pattern in effect to where we can revisit the bottom of this channel. So I do have that in the back of my mind, but I did push it to the back. I pushed it to the back of my mind because it hasn't been playing out. You can almost look at this as, a semi-cup and handle right here, right? It's not the round bottom, but there it is. Boom. And kind of handle-ish. And that generally will go higher. Generally as high as that, as high as the bowl. So that's something to look at too, but it's just bullish. So yesterday's video, so yesterday's video, I just pointed that stuff out. What I do, it's weird that when I talk about, I'm lost for words. When I talk about technical analysts, right? That's what I do. I kind of try to, and I'm not, if you follow me and follow anyone else, I'm not deep into the charts like that. I really keep it simple as possible. This is why I think more people should follow me, because I keep it really simple. And you see, keeping it simple works. It really does. And I used to try to get all technical back in the day. And when I simplified this shit, that's when my trading actually started to work. So now I'm doing videos. I like looking for consolidations and just simple trend lines and things in the past. So I feel that all charts, they give you this, they can give you, I won't say they can give you what's going to happen in the future if you just kind of really study the past to see what happened. There's a stock I jumped out of today, and I'll share it with you. It was in my buy and hold portfolio, ABB. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I pulled it up on FinViz, though. Let me see something. Maybe FinViz will give me a better picture. But no, this is a good picture. I'll use this picture. Let's pull that. And this is what I was in. And I kind of rolled this up a little bit. And I honestly feel, for the life of me, that this stock is going higher. But if really, I mean, really, is it though going higher? Because if you look back, and I go back way back here until 2008, it didn't do shit. This stock hasn't done shit. Why is it going to go higher this time? And this is what made me sell it today, because I feel like we're approaching the top, right? Here's the line. Well, I got the box on. So, you know what? Let me just get out. Even though I feel it's going to go higher, I like this pattern right here at the end. But man, this thing has been doing the same thing for 10 years. Why is it going to go higher now? So I decided to get out. I'll keep an eye on it, because I do think if it breaks out of this channel, oh yeah, I think it can go a lot higher. So, and that's basically how I just keep it simple. You want to buy a stock and you want to see how it's going to act in your portfolio, just look back at it. Just say, wow, okay, my portfolio is going to do much of nothing, because this thing is just going up and down between $20 and $25 for the most part. It's doing nothing. Y'all can't see that, can y'all? Right, so there he goes. Yeah, it's doing nothing. So that's how you can see. If you were to buy this, this is what your portfolio is going to look like, right? If you buy a stock like, you don't know what I'm going to pull up. Nah, you don't know. Microsoft, well, this is what your portfolio is going to look like. Although I feel this is reaching to the moon, at least you can say, you know, hey, if I would have bought it, if I buy it now, you should continue that curve. Now, I don't know. No one knows. But if you go back and say, if I would have bought this stock anywhere in the past, the curve was in effect, right? So you could see that whoever bought it made money. And this is why this stock can also continue to go up technical wise, because everyone in it is making money. No one here is losing. And that's the good thing when you're always reaching all-time highs. Everyone that's ever bought it has made money, right? So there's no pressure to sell it. And I do like it right now, even though it seems like it's going to the moon, because it's in this pattern. It did participate a little bit today. So this is Microsoft, right? And yeah, it's going a little sideways, and hopefully it can go sideways for a longer time, at least until here. That's my preferred range. If we could drag it to somewhere here, mid next year, and then you can get another one of these that goes for a little bit, you know, just kind of just get its juices back. Oh man, so that's that. Let's pull up the Qs. Let's pull up the wow, Qs look just like Microsoft. And it's amazing how, and maybe by the way, this particular stimulus or this last run going into Christmas, and Christmas is generally a time that stocks go up, right? It's the season for stocks. Maybe this is the last hurrah, right? We get that stimulus that everybody's waiting for, blah 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 blah. The pandemic is about to end, everything is out, right? And then maybe that's it. Maybe there's nothing else to look forward to. I don't know, you know, but something to kind of keep in mind. Sell the news, and the big news is all of that, right? The pandemic's over, we got the vaccine, everybody's back to work, new president's there, all that stuff. So that could be the news when it's finally all said and done, just like we kind of seen a little bit this week when they came out with the vaccine news, we was up hard, and then we kind of damn it gave it back the rest of the week until today, you know. So so it's like will it be a major selling news event? I don't know, you never know, but keep that back in your mind and think of that megaphone. Think of that megaphone pattern. All right, so that's the Qs. What's the other one? IWM. This is the one I like a lot. I like this one and the EEM, and I'll do that one next. You could easily see there's really nothing to talk about here. Just breakout, right? Breakout, multi-year, right? So there it is. Let's put up the weekly. It's up 2% today, but all the candles seem to look like this. So I'll take it. It's up. It's up 2% today. EEM. I bought some more of this in my buy and hold portfolio. I really like the way this is playing out. There it is. Let me pull all of this drawings over out of there. Kind of looks like that ABB, right? And you know, there it is. But I think this time, here we go again. This time it does it, but maybe not. Maybe we do get that last run I was just talking about, and that brings us to the top of this range, and then maybe it sells off. but I'm feeling good about the EEM as well. Did I call it small caps? I don't remember, but I feel good as this as well, right? One of the stocks, just going through stocks. What are you guys trading? The last hurrah is right. I know you bearish exclamation. The last hurrah. I do believe it's coming, man. I do. I just, it's. But you know what? We going up now, so make money off of it. I feel that way. I feel that make money off of this, and then hopefully when it comes, you could flip quick, right? You got to just be ready. If you can just, like I was talking, just be ready. Keep that megaphone in the back of your mind, because there's definitely money to be made here, right? There was money to be made all summer, all year. It's amazing. I still don't understand it, but there was money to be made all year. Like these companies is coming out. Who just came out and I was like, are you kidding me? Damn, I can't remember. It was with the earnings. And I'm like, are you serious? That many people was buying your stuff? Anyway, but just keep it in the back of your mind. Yeah, during a pandemic, right? Like I was telling you, I'm up 300% this year when you add up all my portfolios. It's amazing. I had an amazing year, and it wasn't even like it could have been way better. Let's put it that way. It could have been way better. I mean, I missed a lot of trades. I lost big in a lot of trades. But yeah, so it kind of like, think about it. But then I guess I'd just be happy with what I got. I'll take the 300. When it still averages, if you remember my videos from damn near a year ago, still averages more than 2,000 a week. So I say, you guys, you can do it. Doesn't have to be that number, but set a number and you can do it. I ain't do a video on it, probably won't, but it's averaging it's been averaging more than 2,000 a week. So you said bullish. You said you actually I need these, so that's why I'm like leaning way over there, and I guess it's too far away because I can't see. I'm actually police, but I feel the stock market has more downside potential than yeah. I actually feel a lot of people that remember I did that video a couple weeks ago when I said the market is down. What did I say? I didn't say that. I said everybody's out. Right? Everybody was out, and there's still a lot of money in these money market funds and bond funds waiting, and it seems like that's got to come out of it. Like once, I think everybody's got to get on this side of the boat. There's still a lot of people on the other side of the boat, and maybe this will be the run. Maybe if those numbers I did in yesterday's video, where I was like, because every one of those bottoms, it went up like a 10%. So maybe that happens this time. I have no idea. I just kind of did what happened before. But let's say it happens like that, up 10%. That's going to get everybody in those funds in. Going to Christmas and the mood, right? And then maybe that's when it kind of hits, It's got to catch everybody. It's got to catch and it's just not, so it's got to get everybody all, can't even think of the word, all giddy. and people are still scared and nervous. So that's what makes me think we could still got a little upside. It's just got to be that incredible rip, just like we had here. No, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? Hold on. I'm gonna pull up the cues. And let's pull up the weekly. Right. And this rip right here, I mean, here, this was almost insane. This was before the pan. I don't like the way that looks either. I want to make it look more dramatic. Here. Yeah, I guess this looks a little better. But here in the beginning, yeah, I was out. I was like, man, this is too steep. We was going up. If you remember, we was going up 5, I don't know. We was going up 2-3% a day. The stock market just wasn't down. Look at the down days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's like in how many days is that? 21 days. So from here to here was 27 days. what did I just measure? From here to here was 20. That's 25 days. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down days in 25 days. I was out. I was like, and I just sat there and I watched the market rip against me in my face, just sitting there. Sitting there, I was like, oh, missing it. Oh gosh, the FOMO was really getting to me. I'm like, oh, and I can't remember. I think I did put a little money in right here. And then it started coming down. I was like, yeah, this is it. I remember when it was talking about the sickness there coming over. And I'm like, the market was ripping on that news. You remember? I'm like, what is that? There's cruise boats out there where they can't even dock, and you're watching these images with China and you see all that stuff that was on there, people not even making it into the doctor's room, passing away, and just like, huh? The market's still going up. And then we had our first case. I think we went down a little bit. The market was still going up. And then I think we started going down when we had our first community pass along. What's that word? Community basically where one of us passed it to another one of us, where it didn't come direct from China. I think that was when we started really going down. And I just couldn't believe it. So we went down big, and we was down about 18 or so percent. That's when I got all in. And we went down to 35%. So I was even premature on that. But you know what? Some part of me feels that this drop, gosh, this chart is, I hate even pulling this chart up because it's just going straight up. But maybe that was the correction. I mean, we was down 35%, So part of me makes me think, what was that it? Do we go another 8 years now? But I don't even know if you can call it a correction. You can number-wise, down 25%, 35%. But what was it, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before you realize, it was crazy. People was thinking about, I'm taking out my money. I could take out my money. And before you could pull the trigger to kind of take out your money, or you kind of think about, the market was going back up, or it's like, it was the fastest thing ever, and it's like, oh, okay, I might as well leave it in. We're up 2,000 today. Next day, we up another 2,000. And it just happened so quick. You could see it here. Here's 2008, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was fairly quick too, by the way, but the recovery wasn't that quick. You can see how we went down and then sideways, and then we kind of came up. Here, it just looks like we went sideways. You can't even tell that that's a 30. You can't even tell that that's a 35. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong spot here. You can't even tell that that's a 35% correction. Let me pull it like there. Yeah, right there. So maybe that's it, right? Here, then we have one here. Maybe this is a little one. I don't know. But it's just crazy. You said, how do you feel about the presidential change is going on? I feel more downside until they had the stock market consolidate naturally. Yeah, but how do I feel about the presidential change going to go? I think it's gonna go well. I think a lot of people's nervous, but they're gonna evict that dude. If he's gonna, matter of fact, he's speaking. He's supposed to be speaking after the market. I think he's gonna concede. What's that? They just announced he got Georgia, I believe. Yeah, I think it was Georgia. So they announced 2 states today. I think it was Arizona and Georgia. So I think he's gonna concede. It's over. You know what I mean? So let's see if I can pull it up. No, where was that? I can't see it, man. There it is. I don't know. So he could be on right now as I'm doing this video, or what? Is it up to date? Yeah, it's up to date. Pull it over here. There it is. So right? He got Arizona, Nevada, and there's Georgia. Georgia's now blue, right? So Biden 306, Trump 232. They said that's the same margin of victory Trump won in 2016. So you can give Trump Georgia. He's fighting for Pennsylvania, Virginia, Georgia. You can give him that. Give it to him. Still want it over here. So since they came out with these states and here, I think Georgia's doing a recount, though, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, look, he got North Carolina. Okay, so I didn't know North Carolina. Anyway, I think they're doing a recount, but it's gonna come out the same. It's gonna, yeah, it's just not gonna happen. I mean, and so therefore, I feel that he's going to, pack his shit. You gotta go. They're gonna pack your shit, or they're gonna do it for you. That's the way I feel. I don't feel it's gonna be. You don't have to concede. You're out of there, though. Conceding is just a good gesture. It's like winning a baseball game, but you don't shake the other team's hand. That's all that is, So you don't have to shake his hand. You're out of there, though. So in baseball, you win the game. You still won if you don't shake the other team's hand. So that's how I feel. And how the market's gonna. I still think we're gonna get a big downturn once people realize they're taxed more. Once the tax, they be like, oh my gosh, we just got the corporations to tax more and all that stuff. That sell-off really has to happen because a lot of people made money. So the money, if you don't sell it this year and he puts it in effect next year, 2021, that if you're such and such stock, such and such, you're paying such and such more in your capital gains, right? I don't know what is it, 20? I don't know what it is. Let's just say it's 10% higher. But people made a lot of money this year. So shouldn't you sell stuff now than wait a day? I say a day until next year because it'll be less taxes. I think that trade is gonna happen, and it'll probably happen maybe that last week and after Christmas. I'm thinking. So I think that happens, and then it fixes itself, and then I'd still think we rally. I think we got the election, the stimulus. Just seems like that's going to take forever now. That probably won't be until next year. They're going to see what that's like. Sounds like it's going to be small. I think it depends if the Democrats win the Senate. That's still up for grabs. And if they do, it should be a big stimulus. If they don't, it ain't going to be that big. And that's what I'm saying. I think after everything, after it the market's climbing this wall of worries. I think when all these worries start chipping away, I think that's when we sell off. I think, or we go at least sideways. Some stocks will go up though, I think, because they was so depressed. That whole like the cruises and I think they'll still catch a bid, but a lot of the other stocks that was going straight up, I think they come down. So there's my whole scenario that I thrown out there. But for now, I think you can make some money on all of this stuff. Look at the greenness. Look at the this heat map. I mean, everybody made money unless you was short, or unless you was in Netflix, or using NVIDIA or an AMD or PayPal. You made money. Right? So that's it for the most part. I mean, there's some tiny stocks in there that's down. See, ServiceNow is down a little bit. But yeah, it was a pretty good day. I'm a little disappointed that Facebook wasn't up as much. The government's trying to damn near blame the Republicans, at least, is trying to blame the election lost on Facebook. Google's up big. I'm in Google heavy, and Facebook kind of heavy, but not as heavy as Google. And so that's and I haven't been trading much. I'm just kind of hanging on to those. Oh, so I did make a big decision. I made a choice to. Oh, okay. I made a choice to. I'll let you in, babes, in a sec. So I think the increase in COVID cases are adding. You know what? You're possibly right, because I thought that might happen. This is flu season. People's gonna get, but then again, when you go get tested, ain't they able to distinguish the two? Right? Isn't an official COVID case of an official test? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I hope it's not confusing the two. Now I know there's a whole bunch more testing, so I think that's a increase. I see all these lines for getting the test, and I also feel that I don't think we should be worried about the increase, because look, I'm tired of hearing them saying, oh, it's 1,000, it's 200, 100,000 a day, 7th day, 100,000, 8th day. It's going to be 200,000. It's going to be two. That's not even important, I feel, because it's more about the who's dying. You know what I mean? And because people is getting it. I mean, we know. I'm not expressing my point really good. I think it's more about just the deaths. People's gonna get it. You know what I mean? We're out there. Here's another thing that makes me go, This is what makes me go, They said when we wear these masks, we're gonna be protected. Like it's kind of a protection, not us, more them, but cases will reduce, right? If everybody just wears the mask, the cases will reduce. We need you to wear the mask. Well, they also say 90% of us is wearing masks. So why are the cases going through the roof? Why are we at max everything when 90% of us now is wearing a mask? Because wearing that mask is just, it's just making us think that it ain't nothing. It's mental mind. You're making us feel we safe. It's like when you go to the doctor and you feel you're sick and he gives you a prescription. You feel better already, even though you didn't even get the prescription yet. You just feel like, oh yeah, this is gonna work. That's what the mask is doing. It's just that psychological feeling of yeah, all right, we're good. I'm protected. The government's hooking us up. I got the mask on. You got your mask? Okay, good. We're good. But no, nobody's good. The cases are through the roof, and everyone's wearing the mask. So I just think the mask is garbage, unless you got the N95. That will work. But who's got that? Hey, Mary, what's up? You said, how are distinguishing between the two? Aren't the symptoms? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. When you test it, are they looking through the microscope? I don't know how that test works. Are they? I'm sure when you break it down, something is different, right? When you're looking through the microscope or whatever. I hope they can distinguish between the two. Otherwise, the test is garbage. So I hope. So yeah, exclamation, you're agreeing with me. I just notice a lot of things different. We ain't worried about ventilators no more. We don't see people dead in the hospitals, and everything is. We're at the most max. It ain't nothing changed. I know some people that had it. It was like, oh, I just couldn't taste, or everything was good. I didn't really have a fever, blah blah blah. But before, if you had it, you was gonna drop dead. You couldn't even make it to the hospital. You was basically, at least that's what they had us believing. You're gonna drop dead, man. You're done. Oh, there's somebody with COVID on that cruise ship. Let it stay out in the ocean. We don't want no part of that. You know what I mean? So why is it different now? Meaning more people got it, but I don't see nobody dropping dead. I don't see nurses and stuff crying and trying to leave nursing and having panic attacks. I don't see any of that stuff that we've seen in the beginning. I don't see them building hospitals in 7 days and all that. It just makes you go, I'm not saying there's no such thing. All I'm just saying is it just makes you go, remember that from Arsenio? It just makes you think, why? How are we at max this and that? But when it was damn near 100 people in the country, people was dying. You know what I mean? Now there's 100,000 a day. If it was 100,000 a day in April, we would be having like 55,000 deaths a day. You know what I mean? But we don't see that. So when basically, that's what makes me, these numbers that's not even the important part. We just got to control us dying from it. You know what I mean? And that's the number we really need to be looking at. And they're not putting that number out there like that because I don't think it's significant enough to put it out there like that. But it is deep. I think it's I think it's over 1,000 a day, and that's a lot. But let me see, 100,000. But that's 1%. That's yeah. If it's 100,000, right? 133,000. I think people got it a day. I think that's where they at. Well, 1,000 people dying will be 1%. Actually, less than 1%. I am figuring that out, right? 1,3 times 1%. I moved the decimal over. Yeah, that would be 1,300 people. Yeah, it's less than 1%. So the flu kills more people than that, doesn't it? I think it does. So you see what I'm pointing? You know what I mean? I'm just kind of not. I'm confused. Let's put it. I need somebody to put some clarity in me. Somebody's got to just. I'm confused. You got the president walking around without a damn mask. You know what does he know that we don't know? How's he walking around with no mask? And did he really have it? I'm all in on my conspiracy stuff, but it's not. I'm not being conspiracist. I'm all just saying what I see. It's like, this is what I see. You telling me to put this mask on, and you don't have one on your damn self. So why should I put one on? And what do you know? Ain't you? How come you're not scared of it? You're 80 years old. You're the person it targets to die. Oh my God. Anyway, you say all of this design. I don't believe nothing they say in the news. Yeah, you said they scamming on us. That's something is up. That's all I know. And so you got Biden wins, and then 2 days later, oh, we got the cure, 90% effectiveness. But the flu is only. I didn't even notice the flu shot's only 50% effectiveness. I don't take the flu shot, but I'm not taking it now if it's only going. I don't like taking any kind of medicines. If I get sick and I get a prescription, I do my best not to take that medicine, whatever they give me. And so I don't want the flu shot if it's only a 50% chance of it doing something. But this is not, and the flu been around forever. Now I know it changes kind of every year. This just came out, and you got a shot that's 90% effective with damn near no side effects. Come on, man. It just makes you go. And then you got the Pfizer CEO selling 60% of his stock the day it's announced. Oh, geez. Look, this is, this is stuff you would hear when you go to this. I guess this is just a conspiracy broadcast, not even about the stock market. This is where you get when y'all seen them conspiracy channels on YouTube, and this is just stuff I see. It's not even. I'm not trying to pull. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm usually not that way, but there's some weirdness going on with this one. Why? Now, what's the motive for it? I don't know. I don't know. For the debt we owe you cause. For the debt we owe you cause this virus. I kind of don't understand what you're saying there. It's kind of broken. For the debt we owe you caused this virus. Nah, I kind of don't understand what you're saying there. I think it's just the way you wrote it. I want what they gave Trump. He said he was cured from ever getting it again. Yeah, he said that, and then I think they did come out and say, well, yeah, you can get it again. Are you talking to him? He said, thought you didn't see YouTube video. We're talking about Corona last year. Jewelry box, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, conspiracy?
I think it is a conspiracy.
Really? Because me and you we don't talk about it too much.
Mm-hmm. I think that something is up. Like something isn't right.
Any specific thing that makes you go more than the next thing?
Well, I'm not saying that the coronavirus didn't kill people, But they didn't come out with a vaccine yet. How is it that it's not continuing to kill people at the significant rate that it was in the beginning?
Right. It just fell off. We're not having car companies make ventilators anymore.
Or are they just keeping it out of the news because it scared people into a panic?
Maybe. That's the thing. I just don't know. I don't know why. Oh, I can say this and say, this, and this is not something, I can't even think of the words. But
Yeah.
I don't know why. Now, exclamation is saying something to do with debt and the money. And so yeah, maybe we will find out why. Maybe it was to get Trump out. Maybe it was something big. China, maybe they just, the whole trade war thing, maybe that was their way of fighting back, and it was kind of like, I don't know, I'm just kind of reaching. We'll infect everyone, because remember, they're good still over there as far as I remember. And we'll affect everyone, but get everyone into panic, vote that idiot out. But here's the cure. I don't know. I don't know. This is how we good. This is why there's nothing going on in China. Here, take this. I don't know.
Well, they're made to take things, though.
Huh?
They're made to take things because it's a dictatorship there.
Yeah, I know. Didn't see the YouTube video where they were talking about Corona last year. For the debt we all. And you know what? YouTube takes a lot. This video definitely won't get no views now, man. But YouTube takes, I used to love YouTube because you have a lot of those guys, the false flag people, and they put their thoughts out there. And I'm not saying to listen to any of these people, but you definitely have to formulate your own opinion. So yeah, hear what this guy has to say. Then hear what this guy has to say. Hear what the news has to say. Hear what the president has to say. Formulate your own opinion. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of do, with the facts that you see. Not necessarily because someone tells you. There's a lot of people out there that's just you heard it on the news, it's fact. That's not true. That's not true. I mean, you could always just at least play multiple news stories, or find your own. Just open your eyes for the most part, right? And some shit, a lot of things just hit you in the face. I was trying to make a point, and I forgot. I'm forgetting a lot of stuff.
Well,
and I
while we're
promise you, there's
talking about
nothing in the
opening
drink.
eyes and seeing facts and all that stuff,
Oh, the
can
false
we
flag.
talk about your video to where you had those little lit up little on the
Yeah.
graph
I kind of predicted
to where you were throwing nuggets that nobody was eating?
That's
And
right.
if you would have kept them full, if they would have just ate what you were throwing.
Nobody's eating my nuggets, man. Go back. I talked about it already, but I'll talk about it again. And I still need to listen to myself, but I've been almost scary right with the stock market and my predictions. I really have, and it's all there on video. If it's not on this channel, go to Dre Trades 1. It's over there. And it was ever since I stopped listening to the news and just started really focusing on these charts for the most part. The news, when I was listening to the news, I was losing. I was on the wrong side of the trade. And when I just started looking at the charts, then I was on the right side of the trade. So I looked at the charts. It's funny because that video I did yesterday, and go ahead and if you didn't see it, go into the comments, check it out. The comments. Go into the channels, the video before this one. And me and Deborah was on the phone. We're talking, right? And I'm looking, we're Skyping. See, I'm not even zooming. I'm still Skyping. What is it called? Facebook messaging. And I'm doing the whole mess, and I'm kind of looking at the charts at the same. I was like, oh, let me do a video, babes. I see something. And then that's when I put that video out. And I was just kind of gazing at the charts at different time frames, right? You always want to go you want to go like I always go through the 4 hour, daily, the weekly, the monthly. I don't usually go anything less than a 4 hour unless I'm really trying to target something. 4 hours, one of my favorites in the weekly, not the daily, believe it or not, the 4 hours in the weekly. And I just kind of go through things, look at past patterns. I think that's the best way to kind of maybe predict something, because the stock charts, it's all about emotion, right? We're trading emotion. That's what those whole candlesticks are, right? It's emotions, right? And our emotions are always going to be the same. It's going to be the same on the next bubble, right? Or the next crash. It's the same. And we trade the same. Oh, sell everything. Buy everything. Woo. So you'll definitely see the same patterns. That's why I like candlesticks over line and bar and graph. I think those are the three charts. So definitely try to learn to read the candlesticks. And I'm still learning every day. I swear I don't know shit. I just stare at this. I'm learning, still learning, right? Learn when it tops, how much emotion is there, and when it, look at that volume and when it's coming down. And you can't get it right all the time. Can't get it right. But you can get close. You know what I mean? You'll be closer. So, yeah, that's what I do. So I share it. I share it out there on YouTube for free. Don't have a course. And but where it's disappointing is nobody watches the channel. So I need you through 2 to 3 people to share. Let's see, I got exclamation in here. I got my own girlfriend and Mary. Press the share button, put it out Twitter, Facebook, all that, man. Because this stuff, this is real. Anyway, you said read above comment. The US government probably caused it so they can blame China. After the pandemic is over, they will blame China and say we're not going to pay that debt. Possibly, man. I actually always worry about China just selling their debt, right? Just we're out. And or I should say, is it selling? Right? Wait a minute. Whatever it is, buying back, selling, whatever. And causing rates to just go through the roof, where we makes us go, we can't pay our bills. Something like that, right? Exclamation, you moron to that. Hey, you want to come on, man, and speak your speak your knowledge. You know that you're more familiar with that stuff than me, because I just look at charts. I try not to go into this territory we talking in right now. I try not to go here. I kind of keep that stuff to myself. Although I did start a podcast. You can find me on, I don't even know where I am, Spotify. I'm on all of those podcast channels. And I call it, I'm probably going to change the name now. It's called Dre Trades Trends. And but I really want to talk more about, I just had to think of a name quick. And I really want to talk about the stuff that I don't talk about on YouTube, but plus YouTube. So put that out there. And I lost my train of thought again.
Here, babe, I'm going to hang up so in case someone else wants to come in.
All right. I'll see them pop up, though. But I'll talk to you later, babe.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, that's the jewelry box. That was my girlfriend. She supports me. She supports everything I do. If you ever see 2 people in there, one of them is her. Anyway, yeah, so I don't it's something. It's definitely, and I think we're probably going to find out next year for sure. Another thing about the stock market crash, and we talk about it going down, in the past, it really doesn't go down on the Democrats. So I don't know, Biden does 4 years, another Republican gets in there, then it goes down. I can't remember the last time it went down. I think was it Carter? Early Clinton, it was down. It was down early Obama, but he was bringing it back. I don't know my history like that too much with the stock market and presidents, but I know you generally get, well, since Clinton, Obama, there's 16 years right there. It's been straight up through those years. right? So if you invested money in the beginning of either one of them years, you made money. If you invested in the beginning of Bush W, you lost. And if you invested again in the beginning of the first Bush, you lost. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to go back. You did good with Reagan, and whoever was before Reagan, you lost, if I remember. I think you might have lost with Carter. I think you lost with Carter. He was Democrat. Anyway, I'm just going with off the top of the dome. Not sure about that, but I know about the Obama and Clinton. You made money for sure, and I know at least since I've been in the markets, actively in the markets, it was Bush 1 and Bush 2 that kind of that not Bush 1. Yeah, it's Bush. Yeah, Bush 1. No, who the hell was? Damn, who was after Clinton? Was that Bush? Oh, Bush, because Bush did 8 years. That's right. So this Bush 2, not Bush 1, but Bush 1. Yeah, I think he had his moment in the 80s or whenever he became. I think it was down, and then Bush 2, he did 8 years from 2000 to 2008. Right. So in the beginning of 2000 was the 2000 crash. Anyway, something like that, man. He said, nah, it's all right. It's all right. Keep putting the comments in there. Anyway, but this is so here we are. Anyway, I think still we go higher. I think like this Q's, and it's funny, it's kind of a slight rotation. It was a heavy rotation, but it's you can see how it's bright green everywhere, right? And you know, Amazon, Google's bright. I'm telling you, it's gonna rip. I think Google's going to 2000. Facebook, yeah, it's kind of Apple didn't participate. I always worry when Apple don't participate, by the way. Tesla was down, right? Tesla is down on a day like this. Neo, right? Some of you guys are in Neo. How about Baba? Look at that. Let me tell you something. That's an ugly candle right there. And it broke resist support. It broke it. This is the reason I just don't trade the Chinese stocks. It doesn't matter. I know Baba was the best. It was the best of the best. Still is. And this, you could probably even buy it here and possibly be okay. But you just don't know what the hell's going to happen over there. And it all started with Jack Ma, I believe, giving some kind of speech or something, saying the wrong things. The China government heard him. Then they kind of stopped the whole, what's that? The Ant, whatever group, whatever IPO was trying to come out, and that kind of jacked it up. And now they kind of want to put restrictions on Baba for antitrust, kind of like we do over here. So that's who knows? Who knows? I mean, it's Chinese people, they could do anything over there. It's communist, you know. So you got to be careful with those Chinese companies. You want to own the Google of China. No, sorry. You want to own the Amazon of China. Well, buy Amazon right here. Just buy Amazon, right? So yeah, I worry about this. But if you do insist on owning the Alibaba, it's broke support there. But yeah, look at that. Gosh, I can't even say. Yeah, I'm gonna say, gosh, maybe here. Another 20 points to the downside. Look at that volume coming. Oh man, it's reminding me of DraftKings. I don't even know if y'all can see that. Y'all gotta let me know when I got that small screen up. Okay. Oh yeah, you said you think Carter following. Yeah. Okay, I'm just reading your comments. Exclamation. But yeah, man, this is not looking. It's not looking good. So I have a feeling we might be able to scoop this up for cheap. And I don't know. I don't know if China has it in for Baba. It won't. How's it going to flourish? You know. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know about that stock. But this is why you got to be careful with the Chinese. So now we had Lufkin Coffee. Now we got Alibaba, and you have many more I can't name. But those are some big ones. Anyway, Neo. I want to talk about Neo. Right? Isn't Neo Chinese? Isn't that a Chinese company? Look, they down 7.7. So they might have had their little. Okay, that was a nice little bounce back. Okay, not too bad. Let's see something here. This $40 area, it might, you might be able to get in here and just trade against this 40. If it breaks that low right there, you might be able to, that might be the trade by looking at that candle. But when you pull up the weekly, yeah, see, there's a lot of room. It's not going to go up forever, you know. This is an ugly weekly candle. It's ugly. So just by looking at this weekly, it's coming lower. All right, I have no other data. Volume went up. It went all the way up to 54. I mean, gosh, it peaked. It's already down 24% from the high in 1 week. Damn, it did all that? This is the daily. I guess so. This is why you got to be, this is why you just got to be careful with these kind of stocks that just go straight up, because they'll have their moment and they're going to go straight down. It's not going to be a sideways action. It's going to come straight down. You know, I just experienced that with DraftKings, who had a good earnings report. We could talk about them real quick. Did they hold on? I'm worried about this one as well. Even though they had the good earnings report, I had a feeling there was going to be a lot of selling because people lost that with that rundown, right? So they sold into it. I don't think you could buy. I think that's telling right there. And I really think you can't get in until we break that high. I think that gave us a big clue to what this stock wants to do. And if it can get above, matter of fact, I'm going to set me an alert. If it get above 45.50, there's something. Looking to buy. Yeah, if it can get above that, then there might be something there. I just have a feeling, you know, it's filling a gap here. It might just keep it. I don't know. I don't know what's up with draft. I said that action, it was strange. And the selling was relentless. It was almost like something was wrong with the company. I actually thought they wasn't going to have a good earnings. They still lost a lot of money though, but they spent a lot of money. And yeah, it just seemed like something was, I thought something was going to get revealed on why we sold off in that earnings, but it's still a little too early to tell. So let's see. There's my line. I'm going to use that as a line in the sand. If we can break that to the upside, it might be something there. Yeah, I might even put that trade on, maybe sell a put spread against it. You said maybe adding some crypto wallet, maybe adding a crypto wallet to the iPhone. In the crypto community, we are anticipating Apple getting involved. Okay. You don't think like Apple's the kind of company, because they got like, well, I don't know if they got that money now because they building their own chips and whatnot, where they got like $250 million in the bank. Not a quarter, yeah, $250 billion, like $250 billion in the bank. And ain't they kind of company that just make their own crypto coin, you know, kind of like Facebook was trying to do with, what was it, Libra? Was that Facebook? And then JP Morgan trying to come out with their own little thing. So I don't know, how does that affect Bitcoin? See, this stuff I don't know. How did, or does it make it better? Oh, and then there's like a whole bunch of cryptos that I don't even understand. It seems like there's all kinds of names. You know, which one is better? Which one's going to work? The only one I know of that probably most people know of is the Bitcoin. But all them other coins, I don't even know how it works. That's why I don't talk about it here. I'm really uneducated in it. Wow, look at that volume. Man, I'm not liking what I'm seeing here with the DraftKings. Look how it popped here. And look at the sell-off, right? Just one of these numbers. Caught a little bit, went sideways. You got the earnings pop. And then look, it's trying to just sell it off again, right? So I'm worried about that one. Yeah, if any stocks you guys want to talk about, if anybody's in here, go ahead and just put it in a ticker, because I'm gonna get ready to end this video. I just shared the link if you want to get on. You don't have to show your face. You could just talk on the mic like the jewelry box did. We see what happens on Monday. I'm hoping if Trump concedes this weekend, it's going to be a big rally. I almost think that's one of the reasons why we spiked up today, because he won the other states, and that makes his chances of Pennsylvania's crooked and, North Carolina's crooked. It makes this, just makes it a little bit more better, because you can have those states now. You still lost, so I think that's part of the rally. Then if he concedes, I think there's another rally there. I think if another drug manufacturer comes out and says, we got the cure too, our cure is in 1 dose, because the Pfizer cure is 2 doses, right? You need 2 shots. Maybe Moderna comes out, we just need 1 shot with ours and we're 95% effective. I don't know. But there's your another 1,000-point rally to the back to work rally. And it's one thing is for sure is that it's going to be over. We're going to be by midsummer next year. It's going to be over. I won't say over, but the numbers are going to be getting a lot better. The virus, the vaccine is out there and doing its thing. So we don't got too much pain now. It's just that as far as that's concerned, now we got to fix the damage. So how are we going to recover? And that's when Biden's hands are full. Okay, because now we got to recover. And so it's going to be an interesting year, as far as that. You're not taking on. You know what? I probably won't take any either, because I've been doing pretty good up to now. I don't like taking anything, but I'm like 90. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Exclamation. I gotta. When it comes available to me, when I go to the VA, this is when it'll happen. I'll go to the VA, and they'll be like, "You want the coronavirus vaccine? We have it." And then I'm like, "What? Oh, shoot. And I gotta think. I don't know. I don't know. I got to get more data. I want to see people taking it in America and seeing what's going on. And I don't know, maybe that's the needle with the chip in it. Remember, I know there's a lot of conspiracies that they've been trying to chip us forever. Maybe now this is the opportunity to chip us, and it's got some kind of liquid chip or something. So, yeah, it just makes you just go, All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Thanks for coming in here, exclamation, man. Appreciate you. And Mary, if she's still in here. And the jewelry box, if she's still in here. And other people that didn't comment, because I think I got up to 4 or 5. They probably gone and said, man, this straight trades dude is boring. Anyway, thanks for watching, though. But I'll be dropping nuggets, so just come in and get your nugget and leave and make a trade. Anyway, but thanks for watching. I try to do this every Friday. Try to come on live every Friday. I like doing the pre-recorded videos as well. I like doing the live videos. I've been wanting to do a live video and a pre-recorded video in the same day. I've been doing that as well, as long as I have the time. But yeah, just good luck trading, man. Happy trading. I don't know what to say, but just I think we could still go higher, And as you see, let me tell you something. This is important. We know the numbers has been going up every day, right? 100,000, 130. We know soon, maybe even next week, it's going to be 200,000 a day and all that other stuff. The market knows this. It knows, just like I know, right? I just said it. We know the market knows it. So the market's not worried about the number of cases a day. It's not worried about that. That's not a secret. It's going up. It's going to hit 200 because that's going to be big news. Oh, 200,000 people got it in a single day. Sell everything, so no, it's not worried about that. So anyway, this one's to kind of drop that out there. And there might be some selling pressure when that news drops, because it's going to drop. And that's probably a buying opportunity. All right. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good weekend. I'll probably do a weekend video, maybe another live. Get in here and talk some shit. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.